Awakened from a Dream tells the story of Elijah and Genesis and how their desire to live the love they've envisioned sets a course for them to find each other. Still, the road traveled threatens to destroy a relationship that's destined to be. Genesis felt a swell in her throat as her sympathetic nervous system was jump-started from the racing of her heart, accelerating a fight-or-flight response. Unable to stop the tears, she screamed, "Why can't I find someone to love me for me?" Genesis was broken. She believed she was at her wit's end and running out of time, thinking she would never get to live her dream. As she fell into despair, a few minutes passed before she cut through the sobs of her crowd, quietly asking questions. Am I not good enough? What have I done so wrong that I don't deserve to live my dream? Simultaneously, in a city separated by 50 miles, Elijah also experienced a moment of weakness, prompting him to express the truth about what he longed for. Despite believing he was content with spending the rest of his life alone, he would admit to his higher self that what he most wanted was to share his love. He wanted a woman who was ready to experience something real, someone tired of all the pretentious behavior and who believed as much as he did that the only thing that matters in life is love. His first love. As Elijah left the house, she stopped him at the door, assisting with his coat and adjusting his hat to ensure it covered his ears. After wrapping a scarf around his neck, she leaned in for a kiss, then whispered in his ear, "Be careful." Elijah was dreaming. Fam, this is my third book. It's my first time writing a fiction story. If you're a book lover and you love love stories, this book, Awakened from a Dream, I'm in the process of submitting it, trying to get some representation to get it published. But it's a great story, and it reveals a powerful message, and it actually waxed poetically over the idea and the truth about unconditional love. With that being said, I also have two other books I've written. I've written two memoirs. I have a memoir that's out currently entitled Trauma, My Love Letter to the World. I'm actually in the process of making that book a lot more concise and fixing some errors that's in it, but it's out right now, and the message is clear. With trauma, I dealt with a lot of traumatic experiences we experience through things of a sexual nature. And in the book, I try to offer us encouragement to show each other a lot of grace. I try to reveal that sometimes, unbeknownst to us, we inflict trauma onto each other just through societal norms. Sometimes these societal norms create stresses, and people turn to things to eliminate the stress or to medicate. Sometimes it's alcohol, sometimes it's drugs, and sometimes it's things of a sexual nature. It's trying to experience sexual pleasure, and these things can lead to addiction. And a lot of these sexual acts, imposing our will, misappropriate behavior, a lot of these things are led by a sexual addiction, and addiction sometimes causes us to make irrational decisions. I also try to illustrate that all the traumas and things that I've went through ultimately were a blessing in disguise. I just want us to remember that everything that we live is working on behalf of elevating us to a higher state of consciousness, and that's a bliss that's beyond measure. In the epilogue, I also show how I healed. The other memoir that I have, it's no longer out, but I still have copies. It's the first book that I've written. It's entitled Who Else Could It Be But God? And I illustrate through my selfishness, my struggles with my close relationships, and me being an absentee father, how all these things led me to the greatest revelation of all. I had the revelation of God, and in doing that, it altered my perception, and it changed the way I viewed the world. Hence the title, Who Else Could It Be But God? If you guys want a copy of that, I have copies. You can find me on Facebook at Clayton Jones. Hit me up in the inbox, send me an address or whatever, and I can get a copy out to you. You guys, man, before you do anything, start your day with something that feels good. When you feel good, I promise you, the day will follow. Y'all have a good one, man. I love y'all. Godspeed.